Hey guys, welcome to Charts with the Kimi Sun. Um, I wanted to give you guys an update on this chart right here, the Great Britain ZAR. I really like this setup, and I think this is a really good I think this is just a really good chart to really explain to you guys what's really going on. What I love about this chart is that one, when you look to the higher time frame, it gives you a very clear understanding of what's going on. So I'm going to delete everything so that we can pretty much understand what's happening right now. So right now we can see that the neckline right here was broken. So it was broken and then it came for some retests right here. So it came for some retests and now it seems like there is a chance that this potentially can go up, but we need a little bit more information before we can understand what's going on. But right now, we do see that the neckline right here is showing us that it is in a retest and there's some multiple touches, and we should actually really look at this and see what's going on. So we can zoom in. Once we zoom in, we get a nice clear picture of what's going on. We do see that I'm going to change the color of this so that we can understand what's going on. So the darker color is going to be the long term, okay? The higher time frame. And the lighter I go will be the lighter time, the smaller time frames. So right now we saw that we was already on like this neckline support area. So usually when you're on a neckline and support area, you're always thinking a buy, especially if there's a bullish candle on that support area. So since we have a support area going on, we do see that on the smaller time frame on this weekly that a neckline was broken. So I'm going to go ahead and change this color so you guys can see it. We do see that a neckline was broken right here. So once that neckline was broken, it came back to do some retests. So it gave us multiple touches because there's obviously the banks and the bigger people are taking a lot of orders from this support neckline area. So really you want to wait for confirmation to see what's going on. These wicks gave us confirmation that they were doing some buying, but you still needed more confirmation with a bullish candle that they were going in that direction. This week we ended up getting a very bullish candle, and I like this type of setup because this is a very long-term setup and it's going to take a lot of patience, but if you just continue to be patient in these type of setups, then that means that you can be able to make money by just doing nothing, just sitting down and absolutely doing nothing. Don't mind me with the trend line. I don't really use trend lines that much, but I do teach in my membership how to use trend lines to help you. But trend lines, they can be very, very, very tricky. So I do teach in my course about how to use trend lines properly because they teach you how to use trend lines one way, but there's actually a technique that you need to understand when using trend lines so that you can be able to use it to your advantage. But it did break a trend line right here, but I don't really use trend lines as like a very strong indicator. It's added as one of my it's added in my analysis, but it's not my strongest. So we do see that we have a bullish candle confirming that there's some buying. It broke that neckline, so that means that we're now headed to the next area, which is the neckline for the resistance area. So here is that area, that resistance line. So that means that right now we are absolutely just being patient with this trade. We do see that if we do the trend line, and get the trend line right here. We do see that we have a downwards trend line right here and it was broken. Okay. So I have a moving trend line strategy that I do show in my membership to actually teach how to move this trend line so that you can use it to your advantage and so that the setup can be revealed to you so you don't have to guess. The trend line is really used just for the setup to be revealed to you. And that's pretty much how I use the trend line. All right, so the setup was revealed to us with what was going on and gave us this bullish candle. Now, when you are going up, I always teach this in my course that when you are going up, you do not get on a green candle. All right, you do not get in on the green candle when you're going up, because that means that the move is going to pull back and you're going to end up losing money in the pullback. Just wait until you get a red candle so that you can be able to get in at the best price. So now that we have the confirmation, our target area will be right here at the next neckline. That is our target area right there. So now all we're doing is going to zoom in, because we pretty much know what's going on the higher time frame, and that is the key. You want to know what's going on the higher time frame before you start zooming in. So now that we are zoomed in, we can see a little more clear picture of what's really going on. So we do see the move right here going up. But once again, you don't want to get in on the green candle, because by the time the candle is showing you a buy, it's already too late. So you want to wait until that pullback comes in. So we see that on the smaller time frame that we did have a neckline right here that was broken, and it gave us a bullish candle. You always want to have a bullish candle through the neckline to give you your confirmation. So now all we're doing is waiting for this pullback of red candles to come in to give us a nice entry. And once that pullback comes in, let me go ahead and draw a line. And once we get a nice pullback to show us that the trend wants to come back, you have to always pay attention to the pullbacks. The retest, the pullback is so important, because it gives you a confirmation what it wants to do. If it does not pull back, then that may be a false move that you're doing. If it does pull back and continue to go in the direction that it's going, then that is giving you confirmation that your trend is powerful, your trend is true, and you can follow the higher high and higher low strategy. So right now, we do see a break. So all we're doing is waiting for our confirmation in our move. If it pull backs to the downside and give us a bullish candle, then we can go ahead and put our buy in and then let the trend ride. Okay. So I am very, 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 very bullish this currency right here. Once I get that confirmation, I am automatically in this trade. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys just a nice little update of what's going on this chart right here. It's a really good setup, but you got to be patient and wait for your move and be a sniper. And then once that move comes in, you can go ahead and get in and ride this trend all the way up to the next take profit. All right, you guys, if you are interested in any more of my teaching and how I read the charts, you can definitely visit me at my website at www.chartswithakimisun.com. I will leave the link in my bio or in my description, so that you can be able to come check me out. All right, happy trading.